Welcome back to Build Up Trades. Today, we're going to get into the hidden cost of trading without structure. Let's get into it. So, when I first started trading consistently, I thought the biggest risk was losing money, and it wasn't. The biggest cost was instability, and I didn't realize that until I felt exhausted. There was a period where I wasn't blowing up my account, I wasn't doing anything reckless, but I was constantly adjusting sides, adjusting entries, adjusting expectations. Nothing was clearly defined. And even on winning weeks, I felt mentally tired. That's when I started to realize the problem wasn't my strategy. It was the lack of structure behind it. When you don't have rules for how much to risk, when to increase size, when to reduce, when the day is done, every trade becomes a decision debate. And if you work a full-time job, you already use mental energy all day. Trading without structure adds unnecessary pressure. I remember feeling like I was always on, always evaluating, always adjusting. That's draining. What I noticed was this: my account balance might have been relatively stable, but my emotions weren't. A win would increase confidence, a loss would decrease size randomly. A slow week would make me trade more. There was no baseline, no standard to return to. That lack of stability quietly creates self-doubt. And that self-doubt compounds. The hidden cost isn't one big mistake. It's slow erosion. You start questioning, am I actually good at this? Why does this feel heavier than it should? But it feels heavy because you're improvising every day. Structure removes improvisation. Improvisation creates stress. When I implemented clear standards, fixed baseline size, defined scaling criteria, immediate reset rules, clear stop boundaries, something shifted. Not explosively, quietly. Trading felt calmer. Losses didn't feel dramatic. Wins didn't feel euphoric. Everything felt contained. And that containment reduced stress more than any strategy improvement ever did. If trading feels mentally exhausting, but you can't pinpoint why, it might not be your strategy. It might be the absence of structure. Structure doesn't guarantee profits. It guarantees stability. And stability is what allows growth to compound. The market is already unpredictable. Your framework shouldn't be. If you're building this around a full-time job, structure isn't optional. It's protection. If you want to see how I structured mine, the full framework is below. No hype, just clarity. Thanks for listening. Safe trading. Peace.